Ever feel like your get up and go just got up and went?
Oh, tell me about it.
Or like your creative wells run dry?
Yeah, yeah.
What if I told you there are these 7 energy centers in your body
Okay.
that might actually explain it all? We're going deep today
Okay.
into the world of chakras.
All right.
And this isn't just like some new agey fad,
Right.
This stuff is rooted in ancient traditions.
Well, and what's so fascinating is how it all connects.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Our physical, emotional, even spiritual well-being.
Totally. And for this deep dive, our guide is, it's called the Inklustrad text.
Inklustrad text.
It's from this platform, stoketani.nu. Have you heard of it?
I haven't.
They're all about sparking conversation around social issues, so it's kind of interesting to see them delve into chakras,
It does make you wonder what they're trying to say.
Right, like connecting this ancient energy system to modern day concerns. Well, that's what we're here to figure out.
Exactly.
The text really breaks down each chakra, like its properties, its function, all its unique characteristics.
Oh.
So get ready for a journey through your body.
Ooh.
That might just leave you with some practical takeaways.
I love that. A practical approach to something often seen as really mystical.
Right. So we start at the base, okay? The foundation.
Got it.
The root chakra.
Okay.
Or Muladhara in Sanskrit.
Muladhara.
It sits right at the base of the spine. And it's interesting because the Inklustrad text suggests that feeling of insecurity, that fear of not having enough.
Yeah.
It could actually be linked to an imbalance in this very chakra.
Interesting. Well, because the root chakra asks about our primal needs, right?
Yeah.
Survival, security, feeling grounded, like in the world.
Totally.
Yeah.
It's also associated with the color red and the element of earth.
Oh, that makes sense. That sense of being rooted, stable, connected.
Totally. But what happens when it's, as they say, out of whack?
Out of whack. Like what are the signs?
Well, think about it. If your foundation is shaky, everything feels unstable, right? So an imbalanced root chakra, you could have anxiety, fear, even like physical stuff, lower back pain, that need for constant reassurance, not being able to relax. The text suggests those could be indicators.
Okay, that's making me think.
Right.
So how do we bring things back into balance? Like, like do we picture a giant red tree growing out of our tailbones?
Visualization can help, but the text emphasizes grounding.
Grounding, okay.
Like walking barefoot outside, spending time in the garden, or anything that connects you to the earth's energy.
It's like reminding your body, hey, we're okay.
Exactly. We're here, we're safe.
Safe.
And from that grounded place, we move up.
To the sacral chakra, or Svadhisthana.
Svadhisthana.
This one's lower abdomen, just below the navel.
Okay.
It's about flow, creativity, pleasure.
Ah, the sacral chakra. That feeling of being creatively stuck.
Yeah.
The text says that could be linked to an imbalance there.
It makes sense.
But it's not just about making art, is it?
No, it's broader than that. It's about pleasure, really.
Okay.
Sensuality, enjoying life, going with the flow. It's linked to orange, the color, and the element of water, all about movement and feeling.
So it's not just expressing creativity, it's allowing yourself to experience joy.
Yes.
To connect with your senses.
Like saying yes to life.
Yeah.
And when it's balanced, we feel more alive, more passionate, more in touch with that creative energy.
So what happens when it's blocked?
Oh, it can be more than just feeling less artistic, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah, you could have emotional ups and downs, trouble connecting with people, lack of desire. The text suggests things like dance, creative activities.
Okay.
Even just being near water, reawakening that sense of flow and pleasure.
It sounds like this chakra is about really embracing life.
It is. And speaking of fullness, I think we should move on up.
Okay. Where to next?
To the solar plexus chakra.
Okay, the solar plexus.
Our fire chakra.
Ooh, fire chakra. I like it.
Manipura. In Sanskrit.
Manipura.
It's in the upper abdomen. Think of a burning yellow sun.
Okay.
That radiant energy, that's our will tower, our self-esteem.
Okay, so is this where that burning out feeling comes in?
It certainly can be.
If it's imbalanced.
Yeah, if it's depleted, we might have low self-esteem, control issues, even digestive problems, like our inner fire sputtering.
So how do we keep it burning brightly, but in a healthy way?
Good question.
I'm imagining lots of spicy food, yelling affirmations in the mirror.
Well, affirmations can help, but the text talks about actually soaking up solar energy.
Oh, interesting.
Like spending time in the sun, core strengthening exercises, anything that builds that inner strength, confidence.
So building that core strength, that sense of self, so we're not
Exactly.
trying to control everything?
Not trying to control everything.
Got it.
And from this place of personal power, we move to the heart.
Ah, the heart chakra.
Yes, the heart chakra.
Anahata.
Anahata.
Located right in the center of the chest, obviously.
Right in the center of the chest.
This one seems straightforward, but I'm guessing there's more to it than just romantic love.
You're right. It's about unconditional love for ourselves and others.
Okay.
It's green, the color green, and the element of air.
Okay.
It's about compassion, empathy, being able to forgive.
So if someone's struggling with jealousy or feeling lonely a lot,
It could be, yeah.
could that be a heart chakra issue?
Definitely something to consider. Trouble with relationships, feeling isolated,
Yeah.
even physical things like with the heart and lungs.
Mm.
Those could be signs that energy is blocked there.
I'm seeing a pattern here. Each chakra has both physical and emotional connections.
It's amazing, isn't it, how intertwined our physical and emotional well-being are.
Totally.
The ancients knew this, and we're rediscovering it today.
It's like our bodies are giving us clues about what's going on deeper down.
Exactly. And the chakras give us a framework to understand those clues.
Okay, so how do we nurture, balance the heart chakra?
All right, so...
Lots of hugging, maybe a green smoothie or two.
Well, green smoothie can't hurt.
Right.
But the text emphasizes things like expressing gratitude,
Okay.
doing acts of kindness,
Yeah.
meditating on that green glow in your chest.
So cultivating loving energy.
Yes, for ourselves and others.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And now we move upward to the throat chakra, right?
Right, the throat chakra.
This one always makes me think of speaking my truth.
It is about that,
Vishuddha.
the throat chakra.
Yeah.
All about communication, self-expression,
Yeah.
authenticity.
Okay.
That's right in the throat area, if it makes sense,
Yeah.
right?
It does. So someone who's always holding back, struggling to find their voice,
Yeah, could be.
could that be a throat chakra thing?
It's possible. Trouble communicating, feeling misunderstood,
Yeah.
even things like sore throats, thyroid problems. Those can be signs of blocked energy there.
What about the color and element for the throat chakra?
Oh, it's blue and ether, which is fascinating.
Blue and ether.
Because ether represents space.
Oh, interesting.
It's about the space we create for our own voice.
Wow.
To be heard, literally and metaphorically.
I love that. So how do we clear those blocks, find our authentic voice? Is it just singing in the shower?
Singing can help. But the text also mentions journaling.
Oh, okay.
Meditating on that blue light in your throat.
Okay.
Anything that encourages you to express yourself authentically and without fear.
I'm already feeling more expressive.
Good.
Okay, on to the sixth chakra, which is...
The third eye chakra, or ajna.
Ajna.
This one is all about intuition and insight.
Ooh, now we're getting mystical. Where is this one located?
Right between your eyebrows.
Okay.
That spot you furrow when you're concentrating.
I do that a lot.
It's associated with indigo, the color indigo,
Okay.
and the element of light.
Light. So it's not just about gut feelings, but also about having clear vision.
Exactly. A balanced third eye chakra, you can trust your intuition, make good decisions, see the big picture.
The text mentioned the pineal gland, which sounds very mysterious. Is that connected?
It is, and it makes you wonder how much the ancients knew.
Right.
It's deep within the brain, regulates sleep, produces hormones. But some traditions believe it's our link to higher consciousness.
To intuition.
To that intuitive knowing.
Wow. Now, what if someone's third eye is blocked or imbalanced?
Well, they might feel a lack of clarity, indecision, confusion, even headaches, like their inner vision's clouded.
So how do we clear the fog, tap into that wisdom?
Visualizations can help. Mindfulness meditation, focusing on an indigo light between the brows.
Quieting the mind.
Quieting the mind, tuning in.
Got it. And finally, the seventh chakra.
Yes, the crown chakra.
The crown chakra, the highest point.
The highest point in our energy system.
What can you tell us about this one?
Sahasrara in Sanskrit.
Sahasrara.
It's at the top of the head, associated with violet or white.
Okay.
And the element of cosmic energy.
Wow.
This is about spiritual connection, enlightenment, feeling one with the universe.
Okay, that sounds pretty profound. So when it's balanced, we feel connected to something bigger.
Exactly. It's about experiencing peace, purpose, understanding our place in the grand scheme of things.
What happens when it's out of balance?
You might feel disconnected, lack purpose, have trouble meditating, maybe headaches even. Like that can all is disrupted.
So if someone's feeling lost, lacking direction?
Could be, yeah.
Could that be related to the crown chakra?
It's worth considering. This chakra is all about our connection to the divine, to our higher selves.
Yeah.
And when it's imbalanced, we can feel adrift.
So how do we strengthen that connection, bring it into alignment?
Well, practices like prayer, meditating on divine energy.
Oh, okay.
Visualizing a violet or white light at the crown of your head.
Like intentionally seeking that connection.
Seeking that connection.
Got it. So working with the crown chakra is a deeply personal...
It is, yes.
...spiritual journey.
It's about connecting with that which is greater than ourselves.
Yeah.
And finding peace and purpose within that vastness.
Okay, so we've journeyed from the very foundation, the root chakra.
We have.
All the way up to the crown chakra,
yeah.
which connects us to, well, everything.
And what's important to remember is that they're not isolated.
Right.
These chakras, they all work together.
Like one big interconnected web.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A balanced and harmonious energy system. That's what makes it so fascinating.
It really makes you realize we're not just physical,
yeah,
but energetic beings, too.
There's so much happening beneath the surface.
This deep dive has given me a lot to think about. What about you?
What stands out to me is how the chakras offer this framework for understanding the connection between the physical, the emotional, the spiritual.
Yeah.
It's a reminder that we're complex beings with multiple layers.
Right.
And tending to all of them is crucial for well-being.
That's a great takeaway. And the text emphasizes that working with chakras is personal.
It is.
There's no one-size-fits-all approach.
Exactly. And I think that's a good place to leave our listeners with a question.
Ooh, I love a cliffhanger.
Which chakra resonated most with you? What can you explore further based on what we've talked about today? Welcome back to our deep dive into the chakras. Did any of them really stand out to you from yesterday?
You know, it's funny you should mention that. I've been thinking a lot about the sacral chakra
and
how it's all about creativity. I've always thought of myself as a creative person, but I've been feeling kind of stuck lately. Like my creative well has run dry.
Oh, I hear that. Remember, the sacral chakra isn't just about like artistic expression.
Yeah.
It's also about pleasure, joy, being able to experience those things.
Right.
When it's blocked, we can feel creatively stifled. For sure.
Yeah.
But also kind of emotionally drained, disconnected from the stuff that brings us joy.
Yeah, that makes so much sense. I've definitely been feeling a bit of both lately. Work's been crazy.
Yeah.
Not a lot of time for, the things I actually enjoy doing.
I get it.
Maybe that's why the sacral chakra is, like, calling to me.
It could be. And the Inklstrad text did suggest things like dancing, engaging in creative activities to balance it. Maybe it's time to, I don't know.
Yeah.
Dust off those paintbrushes. Or try that dance class you've been thinking about.
You're so right. I've been putting off that salsa class for months.
There you go.
Maybe it's time.
It's amazing, isn't it? Just acknowledging these energy centers.
Yeah.
Trying out different things to balance them. It can shift our energy, our perspective.
Totally. Speaking of shifting energy, I'm curious about the chakras and, physical health.
Oh, okay.
The text talked about specific body parts associated with each one.
Right.
How does that work? Like the emotional stuff, I get it.
Yeah.
But the physical connection seems more mysterious.
It is pretty fascinating. So the chakras themselves, they're part of this, subtle energy body.
Okay.
But they impact our physical well-being.
Okay.
Each chakra is linked to certain organs, glands, and if it's imbalanced, you might have physical symptoms in those areas.
So, if someone's having digestive issues,
yeah,
could that be a solar plexus thing? We were talking about that burning out feeling yesterday.
Absolutely. The solar plexus, it's right in the upper abdomen.
Yeah.
It governs our digestive fire,
Right.
Our sense of power, how we process emotions. When it's out of whack, it can mess with digestion.
Really?
Heartburn, indigestion, even ulcers, the text says.
That's wild. It really shows you how connected our physical and energetic bodies are.
They are. It's not just about treating the symptoms.
Right.
It's about getting to the root cause.
Exactly. And that's where things like yoga, meditation come in, right?
Yeah, those can help clear blockages, balance the chakras, promote overall well-being.
So it's not just about feeling more zen.
Right.
It could actually improve our health, too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's about recognizing that well-being is multi-layered. Physical, emotional, energetic, even spiritual. The chakras give us a way to understand it all.
This deep dive has been eye-opening, for sure. But something I'm still thinking about is this idea of chakras and social issues.
Oh, right.
Remember, that's a big part of the M.Lindblom text.
It is, yeah.
They talk about things like mental health, addiction. How do those connect to the chakras? It's a little hard to grasp.
It is a fascinating connection. The text is taking a really holistic approach, I think.
Okay.
They're saying these social issues, they're complex. You can't just look at them from a psych or social perspective. The chakras offer another layer of understanding, highlighting the energetic, spiritual side of these challenges.
Can you give me an example? Like, how would that play out?
Sure. Think about addiction.
Okay.
It often comes from this sense of emptiness, a lack of fulfillment, disconnection.
Right.
That could be linked to imbalances in certain chakras.
Like which ones?
Especially the root chakra, about security and grounding. And the sacral, about pleasure and emotional regulation.
So if someone's feeling ungrounded or lacking joy,
yeah,
they might look for those things elsewhere, even in unhealthy ways.
Exactly. The text even suggests that societal structures, if they promote insecurity or limit access to joy, could contribute to these imbalances.
Wow.
Think about it. If you're constantly told you're not enough or denied genuine pleasure, connection, you might seek those things in other ways, even if they're harmful.
That's a powerful way to look at it. It makes you realize how much our environment, social and physical, impacts us, even energetically.
It does. It's not about blaming the chakras F or R addiction, but seeing how they give us insights into those patterns that contribute to it.
Like it encourages us to be more empathetic.
Yeah.
Understand that there's more going on beneath the surface.
Exactly. And by addressing those deeper layers, we can find more holistic ways to heal, transform, both as individuals and as a society.
It's like the M.Lindblom text is asking us to rethink these issues.
Yeah.
Look beyond the surface level. Consider the energetic, the spiritual side of it.
Absolutely. And it's a good reminder, we're all interconnected.
Right.
One person's well-being affects the whole.
This has been so enlightening. I'm feeling inspired to learn more, not just for myself, but thinking about how to create a society that supports well-being.
On all levels.
On all levels.
That's a beautiful goal. And the text reminds us, this chakra work, it's personal. Explore these ideas, try things out, see what works for you.
So individual empowerment leading to collective transformation.
Exactly. And I think that's a good place to leave it for today.
Okay.
We'll continue our deep dive tomorrow in part 3.
Sounds good.
But until then, think about what we've talked about. See how it resonates with you.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We've been exploring this fascinating world of chakras, and I'm ready to dive even deeper today. Yesterday's conversation about the chakras connecting to social issues really got me thinking.
Yeah, it's a powerful way to look at things, isn't it?
It is. Makes you realize that personal well-being and, collective well-being are way more connected than we think.
Definitely.
But before we go too big picture, I wanted to share something.
Okay.
After we talked about the sacral chakra yesterday and feeling creatively blocked, I actually tried that visualization you mentioned, focusing on the orange glow.
Oh, wow.
In the lower abdomen.
How'd it feel?
Honestly, I was a little skeptical at first. You know, I'm open to trying new things, but sometimes visualizations...
I know what you mean.
...feel a bit out there, you know?
We can't.
But I did it, and I gotta say, I felt this shift in my energy.
Really?
More creative, more inspired, even a little more playful, which is weird.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's really cool how these simple things can have such a big impact on us.
Right.
It all comes back to the power of intention, visualization.
Totally.
We forget about that mind-body connection.
Right.
But the ancients, they knew.
They knew. So what are some other practical ways we can work with the chakras, day to day?
Oh, there are tons.
Okay.
That's the cool thing about it. So many approaches. You find what fits you.
So it's not about following, strict rules?
No, not at all. It's about what feels right for you.
Got it.
Some people, yoga's their thing.
Yes.
Certain poses are thought to, stimulate and open certain chakras.
Oh, okay.
Others, they're into meditation, energy healing, like Reiki.
The text also mentioned crystals. How do those work? I'm a little intrigued.
Yeah, crystals.
But I don't know much about them.
They've been used forever in healing traditions.
Okay.
They have specific vibrations that can help balance the chakras.
It's like they resonate with our energy.
Exactly. helping to clear blocks, promote flow.
So if someone's feeling anxious, ungrounded,
Yeah.
they could use, like, a grounding crystal.
Exactly. Like black tourmaline, hematite, to help stabilize the root chakra.
And there are different crystals for each chakra.
Yeah, to support different intentions. You can carry them, meditate with them, even place them on your body.
That's so interesting. It's like a whole other world.
It is. And the best way to learn is to just try things out, see what works for you.
It's a personal journey.
Exactly.
I love that. It's empowering, you know?
It is.
We have the power to take control of our well-being.
Yeah.
Explore these ancient practices and actually, like, improve our lives.
That's the point. The chakras aren't just some esoteric idea.
Right.
They're a practical way to understand our energy and make changes for the better.
For more balance, more harmony.
Exactly.
More vitality.
All of that. This deep dive's been really insightful.
It has.
And I think our listeners are going to come away with a whole new understanding.
I think so, too. The chakras and what they can do for us. What stands out to you as we wrap up this whole series?
You know, it's really how the Inklastrad text connected the chakras to modern life.
Yeah, to those social issues. That was really thought-provoking.
It was. Makes you see how much our energy, our well-being, is tied to the world around us. And it reminds us that change starts within.
By understanding ourselves better.
Exactly.
We can hopefully create a better world, too.
It's a ripple effect.
This deep dive has been amazing. We've learned so much about the chakras, from their history to their practical applications.
We have. And I hope it inspires our listeners to keep exploring, to keep learning.
Yes, to find what resonates with them and try those practices out.
Keep that curiosity alive. There's so much to discover in the world of energy and healing.
It's been a journey, and it's not over.
Yeah.
So until next time, keep exploring, keep diving deep into the mysteries of life.